guys, so this workout here is that we're going to be focusing a little bit more on the strength part of it. It's going to be lower impact, and we're going to be particularly focusing on our chest and our back. It's the upper back and the lower back here. So we're just going to start off getting into the shoulders, and then we're going to learn how to just pull back, get some stretches with the arms, warming it up in our back too. So you're just tapping your feet. Same thing as we warm up, we're just getting that blood flowing here. So we're getting bigger with our arms to start it off with. Good. Still you're breathing in and out, still bringing those tapping. We've still got to get that blood flowing. And then we're going to move our hands back here. Good. Keep moving those hands, moving them, swinging them. Still tapping those feet. Side to side. All right, let's bring our hands in and out, still tapping, opening up those arms and squeezing into the back of those shoulder blades. So we're opening up our chest, we're squeezing into those shoulder blades, trying to relax those shoulders, swinging it in and out, moving those feet. Good. I want you to bring your hands down and up. Excellent. Raise them up. So you're going to notice here in these ones, I'm going to use different equipment. You can use a bench, you can use the floor, but I'm going to show you a little bit more different equipment in case you do have them. I want you to have those options and see how you can use them. All right, keep them raising almost there. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, I want you to pull it back. Now keep those elbows in. Reach out and pull in. Tapping those feet. You'll notice I'm just walking around so you can notice the way I'm moving my arms, keeping those elbows in, reaching it out, tapping my feet, breathing, still keeping nice and tall. Good. Got the good work here. Almost there, warming up that body. Excellent. Good. All right, shake out those arms. Again, you're just rolling the shoulders. You're rolling them back at first, and then rolling them forward. Awesome. All right. One movement here that you're going to end up doing is that you're going to come down onto the ground into a lunge position. I want you to take your right arm with the same of the right leg, and I want you to rotate it. I want you to bring that hand up and reach it up, okay? And then I want you to switch onto the other leg and then rotate it to the other side. Keeping it down, switch, rotate. Keep it aligned with your shoulders. Line it up. Good. Pulling it back. Bring the other foot in. Rest that arm against that leg. Reach up towards that ceiling and get that rotation. Switch to the other leg. Bring your hand up. Just a couple more here. Raise it up. One more to go. Switch to the other side. And good. And bring it into the center. All right, I want you to hold it here. I want you to march it up. Bring those hands to the side. Remember, at any time, you can quickly switch into the workout after you see, but there is the 4 movements. We're only going to have 3 combos, so we're going to go through those ones. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to focus with an elevation here. I'm going to have something that's just adding about a little bit less balance to make it just a little bit harder on the core, but still focus on our chest. So if you have a Swiss ball, I'm going to learn how you're going to roll it out. You're going to go into the shoulders. We're going to focus right in that chest press. We're going to bring one arm to the side and then bring it onto the other side. So we're going to focus first on the right arm. You can take a kettlebell. You can take a dumbbell. You're going to bring it out to the side and let's press into that center. So we're going to start off with that one. Then we're going to go to the left side and then we're still going to continue. So again, I just want you to tap your feet, Going side to side now, keep on moving. And then you're gonna be going into an elevated push-up. Okay, so what you're gonna end up doing here is that we are gonna get a little bit higher with our legs this time. You can choose to use the ball, but at this time I'm gonna use, say it's a bench. You're gonna come, have those feet a little bit elevated here, hands out to shoulder height, and you're gonna bring it down and up. Anytime you can drop those knees, come into that push-up, lift that knees up, and try and come down and up. Keep those elbows into that 45 degrees, and press yourself back up. So we got that challenge. We want to add it a little bit harder, getting a little bit more trickier, but of course, at any time you can stay on your knees. And then very last one, we're going to learn how to do these sumo straight leg deadlifts. So we're going to learn how to keep our weights into the center. Our legs are facing outwards. We're going to come to the side. We're going to come and keep that chest elevated. You're going to bring it down as far as you can here, and you're going to keep that back nice and neutral and pull it back. We want to get in that lower back, but we're also focusing arm, trap, everything, full body onto this one. And we're still going to go 40 seconds with each one. All right, you guys, I'm going to set my timer, and let's get this started here. Get into that strength here. Okay, here we go, you guys. Get that timer. Okay, choosing a heavier weight here. And 3, 2, and 1. Let's go forward here. You're going to grab or go on that floor. You're going to walk it out. Hands into the center. So you're going to have one weight in that area, and you're going to press to the center. Out nice and wide. Bring it all the way down. Open up that chest and press it in. Keep that core nice and tight. Keeping that one arm up and focusing on a single arm chest press. Elbows out to the side, wrists facing outwards. Focusing on one side of that chest. You want a heavier weight. Press and get to that strength. Good. Just a couple more here. All right. You can always get those reps. Try to get 10 to 15 here. Again, have those weights lined up with your chest. You're bringing that left arm out to the side, and then you're pressing. Come down and press. Bring that elbow out to the side. Really open up that chest. Keep that right arm nice and straight. Line it up with your shoulders. Press it. Core is tight. Again, keep it out nice and wide. Drop that shoulder and then, or drop that elbow and then press it up. Count your repetitions here if you need to. Down and up. Keep up the good work. Press through. Strong. You want to keep that back nice and neutral. If you're on that floor, good. And then bringing it down. Okay, we got those elevated push-ups here. So let's come and bring those feet, arms as wide. Okay, here we go. Now we're going 45 degrees with those shoulders, and we're coming down and up. We got to practice our strength here, okay? So we're coming down and up. Anytime, drop your knees. Take a moment. Get those repetitions. You want to challenge? Elevate it. Come down and bring it up. You always have that Swiss ball if you have it with you. You can put your heels, you can put your toes, you can put your shins down on there. Again, you can drop it down and up. We're getting that strength into that chest. Woohoo! There's no shame of being on those knees. Good. We are burning through that chest. All right, we are taking some good heavy weights. We are going to focus with the wrist facing inwards. First, going to show you, you bring your feet out wide, and then you're coming to the side. Here we go. Come straight down. Keeping that back nice and neutral. Pull yourself right out, squeeze those glutes. Come down and bring it up. Good. It's almost like you're just trying to go right against those legs. We're keeping those legs nice and straight. We get hamstrings, we get your glutes, but we're focusing on that back and chest. So we are getting that lower back right now as we're still getting a full body. Bringing it up. Straight in line with the body. Straight down, keep that back nice and neutral. Feeling the lower back pull, good. All right, so taking your weights once again, bringing it back onto the floor or that ball. Again, I want you to hold those weights into the center. Now my left hand is straight, my elbow comes lying in my shoulder, and I'm pressing. We're focusing on a single arm chest press. My wrists are facing outwards here. Dropping that elbow. Think of squeezing my weights and bring it right into that center of my chest, down and up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze as you come up. Press. Focus on that one arm, nice and strong. Oh, right into that center. Get a good weight here, you guys. Keep that core strong as you are flat onto that back here and press. Good, keeping that right arm, that left arm goes out to the side, lining up the shoulders and that chest. Bring it out to this side. Get ready in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Bring it to the left side. Now that right arm. And you're dropping it down. Breathe. You got it. Down. And bring it up to center. Keep that right arm into that center. Good. So you match it up. That arm, drop it down, and back to the center. Keep up the good work. Dropping that left arm, squeezing that right arm too, and that dumbbell. Keep it to the side. Strong, strong, strong. Try to get your repetitions in too, or at any time you can stop holding into the center at first. And good. I want you to slowly bring it back up. If you have a ball, you're dropping your weights down here. We are trying our elevated or stay onto those knees. Arms nice and wide. And here we go. All right, try to keep your back nice and neutral, bringing it down and bringing it back up. Nice and controlled. You can go slow. We're going to be shaking a little bit, but we want to burn. Go down and up. Get your repetitions in. You breathe. Keep that core nice and tight. Anytime, take that challenge. Go down for 1. Drop the knees for 1. Drop it up. Drop it. Down to that 90 degrees. And then pull yourself up. You want to think about those hands. Good job. Whew. It should be tiring all into that chest here. Okay, so we're challenging ourselves again. Bring those legs a little bit wider. I want 2 heavy weights here. Bring them together. Roll those shoulders back. Slide it down to 90 degrees here. And then pull yourself back up. We're feeling the lower back here. So I want you to think back, 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 squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. It's like that back extension. Keep it straight. Shoulders are back, chest are elevated. You're coming straight down, straight down, straight down. Stop there and then bring it back up. Squeeze. Good. On the lower back, you gotta squeeze everything. Keep those legs straight. Get that back extension. Make sure that back is nice and neutral. You get a nice full body here onto this one. Good. Last one here with our chest. Single chest presses. Bring your weights into the center. If you're using that ball, have your shoulders at the edge here. Okay, here we take that right arm and bend it, and then bring it right into that center. Nice and wide, wide, wide. Press it into that center. Good. Nice and tight. Remember, at any time, if you have that kettlebell, you can alternate to have that kettlebell rest against that wrist. So if you have a watch maybe there, you might want to turn it around or take it off. Bring it out nice and wide and squeeze into that center. Single arm ones here as we focus on pulling that one arm into that center. Remember, you can go at any time. You don't have to wait for that beat. Bring out that left arm out to the side, nice and wide. Squeeze as you come into the center. Keep that right arm up. Good, keep it going here. Breathe. Nice job. Out wide. Breathe. You got it. Tight, 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 tight. Nice and strong. You got this. 5 seconds, so close here. Press, 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 press. And 3, 2, 1, and slowly release it here. Awesome. All right, we are switching on to the next one here. We are going into those elevated push-ups. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. We'll get into the elevated ones here, nice and wide. Okay, have the elbows in under a 45 degree and press up. Ooh, it's gonna be exhausting after those presses, but that's what I'm here for, is get the burn, learn how to strengthen up that chest. So it's really focus on that strength. So remember, you can come down for 1, raise the legs, come down for 1, and keep repeating. Strong with that core, tight, breathe, come down, 90 degrees, raise those legs up, watch your back, come down 90 degrees and press. There you go, good. Last one for those deadlifts here. Okay, so again, having both of those heavier weights. Every time, if you need to increase it, you're trying to target here. So as you come back, squeeze, 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 feeling that lower back. There we go, the feet can come a little bit wider. Legs are straight, back is nice and neutral as that chest is nice elevated. Their shoulders are back and back extension. Good. Coming down 90 degrees and then bringing it back up. Chest is always straight down, lower back. Just like in a Superman, you want to feel in that lower back. So really focus on, again, the glutes. Pull back and keep it in line with the mid-body. Line with those hips. Don't go hyperextension. Don't pull it all the way back. Good. You just want to line it up, and that's it. Whew. Good. Remember, at any time, grab heavier weights if you have them there, or keep up the repetitions. Okay, you guys, grab some water. We're moving on to our next combo here. So remember, this one is all about the strength part of it here. Okay, so now our next ones here we're going to be focusing on is that we're going to get some flies. So this is where you want to get a little bit lighter. We're going to go onto that ball here. Remember to keep on moving, shake those arms out here. And then we're going to be coming in to more of a narrow chest press. So this one, if you want to keep switching, have 2 different weights. You want to have a medium to heavy one. You're going to keep that chest nice and close. So for our flies, you're going to have the wrist now facing inwards. And you're going to bring it out nice and wide, line it up still with the shoulders and the chest, and bring it into that center. And then our next movement, you're going to keep those elbows in nice and close. You're going to press up right in that center of that chest and bring it back down. Then our next movement here is that we're going to be going into a standing, alternating lat pull. So what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 weights, you're going to pull that shoulder back, you're going to retract that shoulder, you're going to get in line with that midline, thinking your midline or your spine, and pull it back. Feel the squeeze into that middle of that back, upper back. We're going to keep switching, so remember to pull that, retract that shoulder. And then our very last one here is that we're going to learn how to do our pullovers. So this is where you're going to come back with a single weight. And you're going to line it up, bring it over your head, and then you're going to bring it up into the center of that chest. And we call it the swimmers. It's getting right underneath that armpit here. You're going to go down and pull it over, all right? So that's going to be a heavier one. Okay, let's do this. Let's keep on moving here as I'm explaining them. Okay, we're going to a medium to a light and medium one are here. So we're getting our chest flies, okay? So in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go for it on our flies here. Walking it out into the center. Okay, out wide, out wide, out wide. Slightly bend those elbows and press to the center. Out wide and press. Good. Squeeze, 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 and come out to the side. Good. This is where you want to get nice and strong. Out wide, out wide, out wide, and then squeeze, 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 squeeze. Bring it out to the side. Slow. Have those elbows bend. Come out, out. Bend those elbows. Keep them in line. And into that center. All right, so the next movement here is you're going to go down and keep those elbows here and then press up to the center. We want to get a little bit more repetitions here. You press up and come down. All right, straight in line with those shoulders. So here we go. So let's go down and let's go back up. Keep it up. Down. Go for it. Breathe. Strong. Press it up, okay? So press. Down and squeeze. Good. Press it up. Keep those elbows in. Straight up. Get in that inner chest. Good. Breathe. Strong. Okay, let's get ready. Walk yourself back. Awesome job. All right, so you want to grab, I probably say medium to heavier ones here. Just be careful with that shoulder, okay? All right, so first one for this one here. So have your hands extended. Sorry, make sure that you can see me and pull it back. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go for it. Both hands over your head. Pull that shoulder back and then extend it. Retract the shoulder, pull it back, and squeeze. It's not about the shoulder, so think of the back. Alternating, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze into that back. I call them the big angel wings. Pull. Keep switching. Retract that shoulder, bring it down into that midline. Bring it close to that spine. Pull, squeeze those weights, pull it back. We're getting into those big back muscles. At any time, if you need to sit on a chair, sit on a ball, go for it. I encourage it too, to keep that back nice and neutral. All right, I'm grabbing a heavier weight. I am bringing my hands on the edge of my dumbbell, bringing it over my head. Here we go, pulling it over, bringing this into my chest, and keep my arms straight. Pull, pull, pull. And then go slow, tight, 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 tight. Stop it here, and then pull it back. Get nice and long, and then pull it just almost at that 45 degree, and then pull it back. It's all about engaging. Pull, 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 pull into that center, and strong. And bring it back. Breathe. No, pull, 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 pull. Nice and long. Get that stretch and pull it and bring it back. All right. Okay, grab your weights again. Let's go into those flies here. Second round. Still stay on that ball or floor. Here we go. Let's bring it out to the side. And then squeeze into that center. Bring it out nice and wide. And squeeze into that center. Bend those elbows and squeeze, 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 squeeze. Out wide, open it up, open it. Bend those elbows, bend it, and squeeze, 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 squeeze. Good. You want to squeeze those dumbbells, slowly coming out, contracting. Squeeze in the center of that chest, bring it out. You got it, good. Pull, 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 pull. Excellent. All right, you can keep the same weights or grab some heavier ones here. Let's start off bringing it from the bottom up. So again, elbows in, and then you're thinking about pressing. But again, we're still getting that inner chest down and press up. Come down and press it. Core still tight and engaging. Weight, squeezing that wrist. Those fists to keep that wrist nice and strong. Press it up and come down. Good. Press. I want you to focus on that breathing, pressing up, bringing it down low, getting the forearms, those wrists. Oh my, okay, good job. All right, okay, now we shake it out and we are going back in. If we want, I'm gonna show you as we are being seated in this one. I'm gonna show you if you have a chair or anything. Good, you're nice and tall, retract those shoulders back and pull. And then switch to the other side, pull it back and back into that center. Remember, it's not about the shoulders, it's about how you're gonna feel it into that back, middle of that back. Pull those shoulders back, think of that elbow going to that midline or that spine. Retracting means pulling that shoulder back and keep switching. Breathe, 10 seconds left in this one here. Nice and strong with the back. Make sure you're not leaning too far back because that means your weights are too heavy. One more, bring to the center. Good. All right, so I'm adding one heavy weight again. Coming onto my ball, walking it back, or you're on your back onto the floor, hands behind. Get ready. Good. Pull to the center and pull it back. Pull, 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 pull. 45, and then bring it back. Try to get as long as you can. And then pull it back to that center and pull it back. Good. You got this. Bringing it back to the center. Long, 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 long. And then pulling in, pulling in, pulling in. And then repeat it. Bring it back. You got this. Good. Bring it back to the center. Excellent. Okay. Very last ones here. Okay, so we've got our flies. So let's get ready for a little bit lighter ones again. Go onto your back, onto your ball, or if you have a bench, out wide. And then squeeze it into that center. Keep it out, 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 bend elbows, and then press it into that center. Whew. Want you a little bit shaky if you want to bring those hips up to really contract that core, right? Keep that back as neutral as possible. That's how we're going to bring our arms out nice and wide. Bend that elbow and squeeze into that center. Bring it out wide. And then into that center. Breathe. And then squeeze it in. Bring it out wide. Last one. All right, if you have your weights beside you, if you need to change them, drop them, hold them here. Okay, get ready. And the center, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Raise it up and bring it down. Press it. Think of really pressing up to that ceiling and slowly coming down and press. Keep those hips up. Core is tight. You're breathing in and out. Getting that inner chest. You got this. Good. Press it up. Push. Press. Ooh, I hope those inner chests are starting to burn now. Trying to get that repetitions in. You're pressing it up and time. Good. Rolling it back. I'm dropping my weight. And then I'm going to add and making sure that those shoulders. Here we go. And against. Okay. So my back's nice and neutral. Shoulders. Pulling them back as I'm retracting, pulling them towards my midline or my spine, raising those arms, bringing it back in the center and alternating them. I'm feeling it into my back. Pull, pull, pull. Breathe in, breathe out. Core is tight. You're squeezing those weights. You're thinking about that middle of that back. Those are called those lats. Pull straight up to the center. And bring that back. Retract that shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. I'm going to do those pulls again. So grab a heavier weight. Go onto the floor or roll that ball back. Almost that time. Get ready. Here we go. Pull it into that center. Out wide, and then pull, 45, and then come back down and pull. So we get that swimmer motion, get that muscle right underneath that armpit in those lats, getting those repetitions. Pull, breathe. You got this. Nice and tight, you got it. Bring it behind, and then pull, and then bring it behind you, and almost like you're lining up with your ears, and pull, and you are done that one. Whew. We are only got 3 combos because we're doing 4 of each one here. So take your break at any time. Each one here, if you need to just run it out, get your heart rate up, move those legs, move those arms, all right? Okay, we're moving on to our very last one here. And I want you to focus on the single armed rows. So if you have something with you that you can hold, maybe we're going to be going with an opposite, finding your balance and lifting one leg up and pulling it back, okay? So I'm going to use my ball for that one. We're going to focus on the upper back. We're going to do that with the right and the left, okay? And then we are going to be going with a standing chest press, okay? So then, now we're gonna be getting into a swing. We're gonna pull it into the center. We're gonna press it and bring it back up, okay? Bring one foot forward, a lighter weight, and squeeze. And then we can swing those arms and think about, again, into that chest and inner chest. All right, and very last one here is that we're gonna be going with a chest, and also chest press. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so and then we're gonna come right here, and then we're gonna get more of that press. Woo! And then we're gonna get really into that chest, hold 2 weights, and we're gonna press it in and out. Okay, here we go, you guys. Let's do this. All right, so have your weight here. We are gonna do single arm rows. Okay. Here we go, and 3, 2, and 1. So opposite leg is lifting up. My right arm is what's pulling. So we're learning balance, and then we get the right. So remember, at any time, you can definitely just use a mat. You can definitely just use the wall of pulling. You don't have to lift up. We're focusing on keeping those elbows nice and close. Focusing on the upper back pull. Keep that chest nice and elevated. That one leg is just finding the balance here. Pull, 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 pull. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice and strong. You got this. Breathe. Good. All right, we're bringing it onto the other side. Okay, so my opposite leg is lifting here, finding my balance. I'm taking my left arm here, finding to support it. Here we go, pulling my shoulders back. Squeeze. So now I'm getting my upper back, but my chest has to be elevated, shoulders are pulled back. Good. And keep a good repetition here. Getting as many reps, counting here in that 40 seconds, down and up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You got it. Nice and squeeze at the upper back. Keep thinking, nice and strong. If you need to bend that knee, those legs are tired still from the Thursday. Pull back, good. All right, okay, we're moving on. We are going back to back with those chests. Okay, so what we got here is lighter weight. Wrists are facing outward. You're gonna be bringing that foot forward. And now we're swinging it to the chest and then bringing it back. Swinging it forward, squeeze it, wrist facing upwards. Nice and strong. Bring it to the center, drop those arms to around the side. At any time, if you need to bring one arm, bring it into the center, bring it back, bring it out to the other center, okay? Or 2 arms touching those weights right into the center of our chest. And breathing. Nice and strong, nice and tight. You got this. Keep it up. Tight, tight, tight. Breathe. and strong. Good. All right. So I'm going to sit for this one here. You probably want maybe a medium one here. So if you're going to sit or stand, you can bring in those elbows to shoulder height, wrist facing outwards, and then they're coming in facing each other. So almost think if it was like using a machine, you're pressing it in, bringing it out and wide. Squeeze. Keep those elbows in line with the shoulders. Squeeze it out, in. Breathe. Get your repetitions again with these. You're getting right into that chest. Good. Those chest packs, as we call it. Good. We're really focusing about the minor ones, the smaller ones coming to the side. Those are our flies. Those are our standing ones we were just doing. Those arms are gonna get exhausted. Whew, excellent. Okay, we're coming back. We're doing the single arm rows once again. Second round here, opposite leg, so left leg going up, heavier weight. Keep that back nice and neutral, chest is out. Here we go, pulling back from the upper back. Here we go, pull. Get your repetitions in. Good, keeping that back nice and neutral. Your main focus is that you're trying to target the upper back. Getting that single arm, just focusing on that one side. Pull. Make sure those shoulders don't drop. They're up, pull back. We don't want to see them dropping, okay? So you pull them back and keep those elbows in. You're squeezing that weight. Breathe in and breathe out. Excellent. All right, so we're switching on to the other side. We are focusing on the opposite leg, okay? Finding where we need to find our balance. Okay, here we go. We're pulling back. Single arm on the left side. Your shoulders are pulled back. Finding our balance. Focusing on our upper back. Pull. Pull. Keep that core nice and tight. Good job. We're focusing. Remember, we're just learning on that strength part here. We're trying to get as many repetitions as we can here. Keep up the good work, nice and strong. You're in 5 seconds left here. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, remember, if you ever want a challenge, grab that single leg that we've been doing. All right, lighter weights here. Second round for these ones here. And standing, wrist facing outwards. Swing those arms right up into the center of that chest. Bring it down. Those are those minors, those inner chest muscles. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze it. All right, good. Breathe. Bring it up. Nice and strong. Tight. Squeeze those wrists. Thinking that fist. Tight forearms. Keep swinging. Remember, if you feel like these are too light, go to heavier one. That's how you improve. That's how you're going to make it a harder exercise here for you. And good. All right, I'm bringing my chair again. I'm bringing my weights. Hey. Add medium to maybe heavier weights, but depends because those shoulders are going to get exhausted. Keep that back nice and neutral and bring it in. You can always stand for these. Squeeze. Bring it out wide, wrist facing outwards, up, shoulders up, squeeze. Tight. Now straight. Squeeze it, squeeze it. Out wide. Squeeze it in. Keep those elbows in the shoulders. Out wide. Breathe. Good job. Keep it up. So close. Those shoulders, that chest is going to burn. 3, 2, 1. Oh. All right, on our very last round here. Okay, so I'm going to focus on that opposite leg, and my right arm. And here we go. Last ones with our rows here. Keep that back nice and neutral. Pull. Very good. it up. Keep that elbow nice and close by the body. Keep focusing, squeezing up in that upper back. Keep your repetitions going. If you have that leg, remember it can be bent at any time. You're finding your balance here. Breathe, your core is always tight. You're thinking of pulling. Make sure that shoulder isn't dropping. Keep up in 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Okay, and we're switching again here. Onto the other side. Okay, and here we go. Okay, pull it back, opposite leg, squeezing. Tight. Breathe. Good job with everything. Keep that shoulder pulled back. Trying to get as many repetitions we can. Core is tight. Keep that balance. 10 seconds left. We can do it. Pull it, pull it, pull it. Keep up the good work. Yes. 2 more here to just finish up. Excellent. All right. Okay. Remember, light to medium weight for that inner chest fly here. Step forward. Here we go. Bring wrist facing outwards and squeeze the weight. Bring it up. Squeeze. Okay. Good job. You got this. Tight, tight, tight. Squeeze it. Wrist facing outwards. Swinging them to the center of your chest. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Yes. Get those forearms engaged here as you're squeezing those weights. Get your repetition. Swing, squeeze. Up and center. 3, 2. I wanted to get a couple more for you. Done. All right. I am definitely grabbing a little bit lighter weights here for those. You can be just standing or sitting. Here we go. We are going hands here. I'm bringing my weights up and squeezing in. I want to get my repetitions in. Squeezing, bring my arms nice and wide, wrist facing outwards, pulling those elbows in, bringing them out. Squeeze, out, in. Breathe, squeeze it, and bring it out to the center. Tight. You're gonna really feel that in the upper body, those arms squeeze. But really get that chest. Squeeze it, press it in. Press. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Well, very good job, you guys. That was a little different workout today as we're focusing just on that chest and that back here. Shake it out. I want you now to get into that stretch, pulling those shoulders back. Really focus on getting that chest nice and elevated, those arms extended, nice and tall with that chest. Breathe in and breathe out. You got it. Heart rate down. If you want, you can add some cardio at the end instead of that stretching. Add a little bit more if you want to get in. This one was most focused on just your strength of back and your chest. Bring it to the side that we were really working onto those lats. And then switching it onto the other side. And breathe. Bring it down. How we show you this one is bringing it across, locking up those arms, getting into those rear delts and shoulders, because we had worked those two as we were doing those seated chest presses here. I'm going to switch it onto the other side, nice and tight. Then we're going to go into that child's pose, the last one here. We're going to come onto our knees here. Bring our hands, walk our hands out, push those hips back. And then just get that nice long stretch. Think of the back here, arms go straight out. Think of getting that lower back too. Hold in here, breathe in and breathe out. got it, good. And then I just want you to slowly bring it back up. And again, just reach up, drop those hands down, and you are all finished. Thank you so much again. Really appreciate your feedback on anything if you want me to add even to more. But I thought I'd get a little bit shorter since it's the weekend. But hope you guys have a good weekend, you guys.